Hello and welcome everyone to the week ahead commodity reports, where we of course will be reviewing the markets for the week ahead. Another week and another highly anticipated money making opportunity has been provided, and that's of course one of the most lucrative trends of the current financial climate that we find ourselves in right now. In today's highly macro driven markets, they are fueling one of the greatest wealth transfers the world has ever seen. This is presenting savvy traders with back-to-back money making opportunities. Data shows that traders, they're pumping more money into commodities right now than at any other time in the last decade. This is to capitalize on the biggest macro themes that are driving the markets right now, from the global financial crisis to the credit crunch to the stickier than expected inflation to a looming recession, all topped off with America edging closer to defaulting on its debt for the first time in history. Throughout our reports, we have routinely highlighted that the commodity markets, they will move in very predictable cycles. This is presenting savvy traders with a series of highly lucrative week-to-week opportunities to profit from the huge macro-driven rallies as well as the pullbacks. Once again, everything we identified with you, that has played out exactly as predicted. But make no mistake, this is not a buy and hold market. These exciting, fast-moving markets, they're creating the most optimized environment for traders. So far this year, we've seen the commodity markets, they've been notching up explosive double-digit gains to the upside and the downside in a single week, not once, not twice, but on multiple occasions. For traders making money in these markets, it's never been so easy. Week to week, the short-term macro-driven trend we're seeing right now, that can literally be summarized as buy low, sell high, rinse and repeat, and do it all over again. Take this month, for example. We've seen explosive moves on every commodity imaginable, from the metals to the energies to agriculture, which has been gifting traders with an endless flow of opportunities to capitalize on both sides of the big market moves, to generate spectacular gains of 10% or higher in a single week, sometimes in a single day. Just think about that for a second. In today's inflation adjusted terms, your money sat in the bank that will not even earn that return in a year or even 5 years from now. That's why it's no surprise that banks around the world, they're struggling to retain deposits, and logically it makes no sense why anyone would want to leave their hard-earned money sat in the bank on a near 0% interest rate while simultaneously allowing inflation to devalue their purchasing power when they can achieve returns of 10% or higher by actively managing their wealth through trading. Right now we have crisis on top of crisis, which, as traders know, that translates to opportunity on top of opportunity. This is the time that traders, they wait decades for, because it's times like these that make millionaires and billionaires out of regular people. There's a lot of traders out there that completely missed out on two of the greatest wealth transfers in history, including the global financial crisis of 2008 and more recently the pandemic in 2020. The ones that saw the opportunity and knew how to capitalize, they accumulated life-changing wealth. But once again, we find ourselves at the forefront of one of the biggest wealth creation opportunities of all time. This explosive cocktail of events that is currently unfolding, that now presents the third greatest wealth transfer of our lifetime. More millionaires and billionaires, they will be made this time round than ever before. The only question is, will you be one of them? Our advice to you is, do not underestimate what you can achieve in the next 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or even 12 months from now. Here at the Gold and Silver Club, we're consistently banking over 10,000 points profit per month, which we're transparently documenting through our weekly videos. If you're trading at 1 lot, that's $100,000. If you're trading at 10 lots, that's $1 million. The majority of our clients at the Gold and Silver Club, utilizing our proprietary research-driven trading approach, they've already made in excess of 6 and 7 figures this month alone. Historically, each time commodities have started the year on a positive note, they've always gone on to finish the year outperforming every other asset class out there. These past few months, they've just been a taster of what is yet to come. If you want to take advantage of these extraordinary markets and huge money-making potential on offer, there's no better time than now. Go to jointhegoldandsilverclub.com to learn how a mentorship program can take your trading to the next level. Investing in yourself, that's the best investment you will ever make. Your future is created by what you do today. Make investing in yourself a priority, because nobody else is going to do that for you. Looking ahead, it's another big week packed with a series of lucrative money-making opportunities that traders will not want to miss out on. Stronger than expected US inflation data and a surge in consumer spending that has fueled expectations that interest rates will need to go much higher than previously anticipated. Data released on Friday, that showed the Fed's preferred measure of inflation overshot expectations last month, whilst US consumer spending, that rose and new orders for long-lasting goods unexpectedly increased. The hotter than expected data that followed on from the release of the May FOMC meeting minutes. That revealed a number of top Fed officials. They expressed the need to continue raising interest rates higher as insurance against inflation. The only problem is the current economic and financial climate conditions right now. They can't handle any more rate hikes. The Federal Reserve, they've increased rates to 5.25%. That's the highest since 2007 and well into restrictive territory. The further we go into restrictive territory, the more likely it becomes that we begin to see black swan events, just like we've seen recently with the second, third, and fourth largest bank failures in history, which have all occurred in the past 2 months. And the consequences of the Fed's rate hike campaign, they don't stop there. Those hikes have all pushed mortgage rates up by more than double, and credit card debt that has surpassed 1 trillion for the first time ever. Bankruptcy filings, they're at the highest level since 2008, while overly inflated assets such as real estate and equities, they're beginning to wobble. Most economists, they've long felt that the Fed has gone one rate hike too far. Now the odds increasing of another rate hike coming next month, the biggest risk is the Fed may overdo it. All eyes this week will be on the consumer confidence, the ISM manufacturing PMI, and non-farm payroll data, as the outcome of each of these reports that will ultimately play a very influential role in the size of the Fed's next rate hike decision. Extraordinary times, they create extraordinary opportunities, and right now as traders, we are living in some of the most rewarding times ever in history. So with that, let's move over to the charts and we'll talk you through exactly what we're looking at here as we head into next week. So firstly, moving over to copper. Exactly as expected, we saw the breakout to the upside later on in the week in the lead up to Monday's public holiday in the USA and in the UK. So the expectation had been that you're going to see a reversal here on copper, and the recent pullback back down towards 6-month lows. That's nothing more than a fantastic buy opportunity. In fact, we continued to sniper into copper here at the end of last week, and we benefited certainly from the 2% breakout to the upside on Friday. This has allowed us to start banking profits on this position. Not only that, of course, last week we also took the opportunity to bank profits on platinum, the sell short. So we banked over 800 points on the sell side. We talked you through that sell in May narrative to expect gold, silver, platinum all to sell off over the month of May. The top for those markets ended up being the CPI data, which we talked you through previously at the beginning of May. And since then, we've seen a cascading sell-off across the board there for gold, for silver, for platinum, and also the gold miners as well. So we've seen that cascading sell-off also follow through on GDX, the gold miners. This is everything that we've been talking you through for over a month. Once you hit the month of May, expect the dollar to break out. And indeed, we've broken out towards 9-week highs. We're still long the dollar here. We took the opportunity last week to scale out of more profits, and also we took the opportunity certainly to bank a lovely amount of profit on crude oil last week as well, which we broke all the way back out towards 3-week highs there. So on the breakout, the impulse move that we saw over Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we took the opportunity to bank in total across all of our trades with the metals and energies over 3,000 points. And we've seen that the same on both Brent and WTI crude oil breaking out back towards their swing highs here at the beginning of last week. Again, we scaled out of profits, banking into strength. And our expectation here as we transition into the month of June is that we could get the initial bump higher here, certainly on the metals like copper, which we're already long. We're built into several positions at the swing lows here, which is moving really well as we heading into next week. Our expectation is we'll see a further breakout as we go into next week on the Monday public holiday, where you've got the LBMA close, so you've got no London fix in the morning or afternoon for the metals. This can often provide a further follow-through move. I would expect that to also take place here with some of the other metals such as silver, which also broke out 2% to the upside on Friday here. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some follow-through at the beginning of next week, which I'll take the opportunity to bank more profit if that is to be the case. And then essentially as we transition later on in the week towards non-farm payroll, that is where I'm expecting more risk-off price action, especially the week after that. As we get closer towards quad witching, then the end of quarter profit taking, this is often where many markets, especially the metals, they can roll over yet again. And you may well see a lot of traders, they get bull traps. So they essentially buy thinking the low is already in the first week of June, only to see the price action roll over again as we get into the middle of the quarter, especially where you've got not only quad witching, the multiple contract expiries, but also at the end of the month. It's the end of the quarter, end of the month, and if we see the end of quarter profit taking really accelerate, this is where you can get much better opportunities to sniper in and build out positions yet again at much lower prices on multiple commodities. And whatever long-term goal you're looking to achieve through trading, whether that's to create a full-time income or a second or replacement income, or just to earn a better return on your savings, now is the time to take action to really give yourself the gift of a better 2023. If you want to maximize your money-making potential and thrive, and not just survive in these fast-moving markets, Then you need to adapt your strategy to the current market conditions, and most importantly, utilize a professional, research driven approach. One of the biggest obstacles that holds back 95% of retail traders from achieving their desired success, it's not having access to the correct professional strategies, institutional level data, and market intelligence to make confident decisions with accuracy and certainty. Yeah? There's a huge gap between the top 1% of professional traders and the bottom 99% of misguided retail traders who simply rely on outdated technical analysis and gimmicky technical indicators that do not work in these markets. If you want to get yourself out of the bottom 99% and into the top 1% who are actually crushing it and making 6, 7, and 8 figure returns in these markets right now, then you need to utilize a professional, research driven approach, or you'll just end up wasting lots of time, money, and effort and have no results to show for all of your hard work. In these rapidly changing markets, you need to be constantly innovating and evolving. Technical analysis and outdated technical indicators, they won't work. Those days, they're long gone. The odds are already massively stacked up against you. If you want to change your results, then you have to change your thinking. If you want to learn our exclusive research-driven approach that is never taught to retail traders and only reserved for professional traders in banks, hedge funds with access to powerful game-changing insights, including where banks and hedge funds, they're buying and selling in real time, the key liquidity zones so you can enter and exit the markets with pinpoint precision, the fundamentals, the macroeconomics, the capital flows, the daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly real-time data-driven cycles, and intermarket correlations, then you need to join our mentorship program. As we head into the month of June, we are in one of the greatest eras of wealth creation the world has ever seen. And if you want to successfully capitalize on the huge money-making opportunities ahead and build significant life-changing wealth, there's no better time than right now. If you want to upgrade your income, then you need to upgrade your skills. Never underestimate what you can achieve in the next few months from now with the right guidance and mentorship. Time is the most valuable commodity that we have. Make sure that you don't waste it. If you want to join our community of successful traders and take your trading to the next level, there is an opportunity for you to do so. As a member, you get access to our exclusive live trading room webinars. You get access to real-time trade ideas, access to institutional research and market intelligence, access to our private Members Academy website, and also support and one-to-one mentoring. For more information, go to jointhelivetradingroom.com. The link is also below this report in the description, so just click on the link, make an application, and we will of course get in touch with you ASAP.